Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of On the Allotment with the Four Seasons Wanderer. First of all, today we're going to just have a look to see how these giant strawberries that we put in the middle are getting on, and also the crown of the rhubarb, as you can see, is starting to sprout out. Just see there, very good. These are the giant strawberries now. You can see the new foliage coming through, so it looks like they've taken in there all right. I can see that they've gone in nicely. And another thing as well, I managed to get hold of a 1,000 litre. It's also got a good tap on the front of it, and I've made this sort of platform to raise it up off the ground. I've levelled it that way, but I've then made it a little bit leaning forward. That's just so obviously the water will run to the tap quicker, and gravity will do its job. I've marked out a rough square of where the shed's going to be, and this is going to be a 2.4 metre square shed, and that's what I'm planning on doing. I've got some boards there that I'm going to use for the floor. We've already seen that the chicken coop's done. Here's some more. Got these for a friend that I'm going to pass on, because that's what you do in this sort of community. You pass them on to people, and they have a go as well. Fruit is doing great. As you can see, I've got this one is a little bit slower. I don't know if you can see it actually, but as you can see with this one, it's coming a lot quicker. Don't know why, but it just is. Going across to this bed, it's pretty dry. We've had a good bit wind to dry everything out. You can just see all the buds, all very nicely done there. So everything seems to be coming. I've managed to turn this back over and give it a hoe, because in the next couple of weeks we're going to get our potatoes in here. I believe that I'm going to put some Charlotte potatoes in here, and I'll also turn it over again today before I leave, and I'll give it another hoe over, and that should just break it up nicely. Onions are doing all right, and today we're going to empty this, because the beds that I had in there last year at that side were really waterlogged. You can see actually the water's coming up through the boards that I've just put down. So I'm going to empty this out, have a look at the space that I've got, and then come up with a plan, because I want to plant some more herbs. I mean, look, there's a nice, very good. So that's what we're going to do, and see how we go from there. Okay, so I'll probably just set you up and just do a bit of a run through of obviously things that I'm doing. At this time of year, it's all prep work. You know, as you can hear, the wind's a little bit, it's there, but it's drying things out. It's not overpowering. I've taken a slight bit of damage on over the thing. I had to put a new bolt in the top, like I told you the last time. I had to fix that, and as you can see, I've taken a little bit of a rip here, but I'm just going to get some jointing tape, and that'll sort that out. But that's it for today. Okay, so I'm going to clear this out, and we'll see what we've got from there. Right, so as you can see, that's it emptied. I don't know if you can see, look how wet it is. But look at all the worms. And taking things out, I've got to have a look. Got a little bit of damage here, you know. I'm gonna have to sort that out. See where that goes. So my plan is to get this bit out here that you can see that's left off that, make some sort of platform like when I'm standing on here, up out of the dirt, and then that looks like SHIT. It's not, but so that is the plan. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little look, because I've got bits of wood here that I could be using here. So I'm going to have a little look to see what bits of wood I can use. More like these thin bits. I'm going to just maybe spread them out along the ground just to take it up a bit. Or I've got that black viscreen there that I'm not using at the moment. I might cut it up and put it down on the floor to act as a bit of a barrier and see how we go, and bring it up the side so the water can only be up underneath it and I'll not go on it. I think I might do that actually. See how we go. Okay, so it's emptied. Look at all, imagine the amount of stuff I've kept in there. So we're going to sort that out. Okay, so progress so far. Emptied it out, raked it all level as much as I can. Obviously it's soaking wet. Cut a bit of viscreen out, put that down all over, making sure it can come up the sides a little bit. Cut some, I don't know what you say, plyboard, MDF, whatever. Cut that, put that in there. I've got another bit that I'm just ready to cut out there with my circular saw. That'll put in there. This is a nice solid platform. I should have no problems then. I should be able to grow on here, no bother. But plus it means that when I bring the girls up, and my wife even, and the baby when it's here, little baby Jack, cannot wait. Well, they've got a dry place to come and stand in or whatever, and it's basically another platform for growing until I get my poly shed up. Okay, so I'll put you on once I've done that. I think as well I've got, I don't know if you can see on this side of the allotment, I've got a big sort of like, it would have been a water tank. I'm going to just put my pots in there because it's pointless taking up space in my greenhouse for like stacks of pots and buckets and whatnot. So I'm going to put them all in there out the way and just use this just for growing and space to put my compost and things. Okay, so I'll get that cut. I've marked it out already. I'll get it cut and I'll put it in and see where we're at. That might be a bit wider than the gap, like, I don't know yet. I just got it off the back where I had some lying about. Okay, right, so here's my quick fix. Right, so up the sides there, all the membrane, good solid footing now to be able to walk around. I think I'm going to use this to put my compost in that I've got there, so it's easy to get to. And that's it. All this has to go back in now, sorted through and put back in. But that's just a quick fix because it was way too boggy. I couldn't do nothing in here because it was absolutely soaking wet, you know. I might pull the viscreen up over this side as well so that it's a complete solid sort of watertight base as well. You can even hear when you're standing here underneath the viscreen, the squidging. Actually no, you can't, it's just me, sorry, it's my welly. But there we go, at least we've made a bit of progress, you know, for obviously to get this ready, because obviously I'll be wanting my tomatoes in here and whatnot. And it was just getting littered with junk because I couldn't do nothing with it. So there we go. So I'm gonna shut you off. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I can do really, and then put you back on from there. Okay. Right, YouTube, that's it. I've got everything back in, got all my room back. It's an unusual. It's now a space that I can use instead of it just being swamped. Watertight all around now, so we're not going to have no problems with squelching, no nothing like that. And it's bloody red on sweating my tits off here. But I'm quite happy with it. Still not 100%. I could have did a couple of things like cut the boards so they sit beside, but at least there's going to be, there's no gaps, slightly overlaps the other board, so there should be no water. All of the screen comes up the side, so there's no, it's like a fully watertight base. It's a good space actually now, base and space, eh? Woohoo! But as you can see, I've put the tubs along the back here. This one I've filled up with my multi-purpose compost, and obviously I've got 2 spare bags in there, and it's also got me my little potting shovel in there, wait, hand tool in there. So obviously I can just take that off, get what I need out of there. The middle one, It's got all my seeds in. Put my seeds in that metal container so they keep them like really dry, no water gets to it. I've got my seedling potatoes in there ready. And at the end one, that's just basically general tools that I need. Nails, screws, feed, slug repellent, things like that. And then obviously I've got all the space up here to plant things with. And obviously the space down here and where I'm sat now. But I might put a bench along the back there with time, like, you know, so obviously I can use that to pot onto. But I've got rid of some of the crap. So I'm going to have a fire, burn it all. It's stuff that can't be recycled or reused. I've tried to use as much as I can that I can keep from even just empty bags of compost. I can use them to go and collect bark with and things like that. So I've tried to use or keep as much as I can. The stuff I'm burning is just beyond use. But I'm quite happy. So like, subscribe, leave a comment. In fact, in the comment section, if anybody sees or have any ideas what maybe I can do in here, drop it in the comment section and I'll have a look into it. Another thing is as well, share the video if you can, you know. I'm enjoying just doing these little videos. I might not be getting many views at the moment, but it's a more of a log for myself as well, to see progression and obviously just walk myself through the jobs, and it's a bit of fun. It gives us something to do as well, obviously editing as well. So I'm enjoying it, but like I say always, stay safe, keep on wandering, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully now that we're coming out of COVID, I might get on and do a couple of walks and talks, which is another like segment on my channel. But we'll wait and see. I've got quite a few things to do up here at the moment, so there'll be plenty of videos coming up. Okay, so bye bye, until next time, take care now.